I'm Ashton Addison from EventChain for Investmentpitch Media and FinTech News Network. And today on Blockchain Interviews, we have Giorgio Guidetti, the CTO and founder of Habits. Giorgio, welcome to the show. It's a pleasure to have you here today.
Hi, Ashton. Thank you so much for having me here today. And I want to thank you on behalf of all Habits team for this amazing opportunity.
Great. Well, thank you so much. Let's start by understanding Habits. You're looking to revolutionize the e-commerce industry through augmented reality as well as blockchain technology. Can you explain the current problems in e-commerce right now and how that led to the idea of creating Habits?
Okay, so Habits is the world's first augmented reality fashion e-commerce powered by blockchain. And the idea underlying Habits was born in late 2017 when Tim Cook announced on the WWDC stage that the next years would have been focused on AR. And in the meantime, blockchain technology was disrupting industries. So we understood that with a combination of the two, we could craft a solution to solve the fashion industry main problems that are low conversion rates, high returns, and inefficient customer acquisition process. And Habits aim to become an ecosystem made of both affirmed brands and independent designers. So our partner can register remotely, set up the stores, upload the 3D models of the creation, and immediately start selling. And we just keep a fee on the order.
Mm-hmm. Great. And there's definitely a huge problem with returns, especially with the increasing growth of online sales, not being able to try things on, not getting the right sizes, many other problems. So by integrating blockchain technology, how are you able to solve problems on both the buyer side and on the seller side?
So today, brands perform online marketing activities by publishing content on third-party platforms. And they channel a percentage of users to the website and then convert a small fraction of those users into customers. At Habits, we figured out that advertising a fashion product through traditional channel was highly inefficient. And in each step, we were losing more than 90% of our potential customers. At the same time, overproduction has made the fashion industry the second most polluting industry in a study conducted by EcoWatch. And that is why we have created our blockchain system based on our HBX token, that allows fashion brands to launch targeted advertising campaigns and obtain guaranteed try-ons. And moreover, 3D model upload on Habits will also require HBX, which in turn means that each product upload and evolution will be certified on the blockchain. And this creates a huge value for our sellers that are always sure that each token spent in advertising translates into a real person trying on their products. And the HBX token will be also used by independent designers in order to start pre-sale campaigns, where aspiring designers can pre-sell their fashion accessories with just 3D model. And by turning the supply chain into a demand chain, we aim to reduce the overproduction in the fashion industry. And the value is there for buyers too, as they are only hit by extremely well-targeted advertising, and they can safely pre-order the favorite fashion products that have not been produced yet. And for us, this is an amazing step forward, mostly for the green effect that it will have on the whole fashion industry.
Mm-hmm. That is great. And there's definitely a lot of confusion around who owns which data, and when you're advertising, especially having to go through third parties to control your advertising. So with this, bringing more control back to the sellers to have control of how they're marketing to buyers of accessories and fashion, and the data behind those users so that they can sell them more efficiently in the future. Is this easy for the sellers to understand and control? To fashion designers, blockchain technology can be confusing because it's very technical. Is it very user-friendly for organizers and sellers to be able to gather this information and use it efficiently to sell more?
Okay, so the simple formula equals to one HBX and one guaranteed try-on. But as you have said, adopting a blockchain solution also means dealing with private keys, and unfortunately, it still requires a learning curve for our users. And in order to acquire them, the system should appear easy to use. Mm-hmm. So in order to be decentralized without sacrificing anything, both ERC-865 protocol as well as non-custodial authentication provider will be used. And the Habits tokens can be quickly and intuitively bought by brands prior to launching the marketing campaign directly through the Habits admin panel. And the ERC-865 token standard is adopted in order to abstract the gas usage in the eyes of users.
Great. And you also mentioned that when you're trying on accessories and people are looking to, before purchasing, they can use augmented reality to augment accessories over top of their bodies through the phone. Is this something that was super important to the buyers and the sellers that you found through research? And does this provide a competitive advantage in the fashion industry? Is it something that's going to be necessary moving forward?
Well, as I was telling you earlier, in our personal opinion, there are three major issues that the fashion industry urgently needs to tackle. And if they are the sluggish conversion rates, which I was telling you earlier, if they are estimated to be around 1%, and the industry is missing opportunities, which are magnified when considering the lifetime value of non-acquired customers. The rising customer acquisition cost, meaning that the brands seeking growth, as we were telling earlier, typically rely on Google, Facebook, and social media giants. But today, acquisition costs can easily exceed 100 USD per customer. And too many expensive returns, meaning that one order out of four is returned. And this places an unbearable burden on e-commerce platforms because the cost of shipping, handling, credit card processing, repackaging, and restocking for seasonally sensitive products is utterly exorbitant. So thanks to the Habits app, the user will be able to try on real-time fashion accessories in the same way users experience Instagram or Snapchat filters. And in this way, we can definitely contribute to shrink fashion returns by reducing the gap between the customer's expectation and the actual product. And thanks to AR, we can expect conversion rate to increase. And thanks to our HBX token, we can provide brand a more stable customer acquisition process, as well as an incredible opportunity to pre-sell the creation with just a 3D model.
Great. And you mentioned that it requires one HBX token to be able to try on these accessories. Can you explain, is it very easy for a buyer to be able to acquire these tokens and use them within the system? And is that a very important factor for a flawless purchasing process of fashion?
Okay, yes, it is very, very easy because brands can go in their Habits admin panel. They select the product or a group of products that they want to sponsor, and they can target their audience and they allocate the tokens. When users are trying on products, the app will interact with the Ethereum blockchain protocol in order to produce a proof of try-on. The main purpose of a proof of try-on is to ensure fashion brands that only real and unique customers are trying their products through Habits. And once they verify the authenticity, the HBX token is transferred back to Habits wallet.
Great. And you mentioned that the product is live in beta application right now. There are people that are able to try on accessories. What does the roadmap look like for your development in launching to the full market application?
We are gradually rolling out the iOS beta for the Habits app from a closed beta to an open beta. And right now, users can register and try on sunglasses, hats, and earrings that are real products acquired through a real commercial effort. And in the future updates will include necklaces, watches, and sneakers. That is the current state of our application. So we're currently looking for funds in order to release our app in the European market first. And by the end of the year, so 2020 Q4, we can launch the application in the European market. But the accessory segment for us is just a scalable niche to test the AR technology application to the fashion industry, because in our roadmap, upon successful feedback in this pilot market, we plan to expand into clothing and apparel beyond the boundaries of the accessories business with the launch of our flagship product, which is the Habits Mirror, which is a full-body AR smart mirror that will be sold in both B2C and B2B and B2C markets. And currently, our smart mirror is in proof of concept phase, and we expect to be able to release the first version by 2022.
Great. And you mentioned you're expanding into clothing, sneakers, which is very cool. On the partnership side, I'm guessing you have to partner with different kinds of companies and strategic partners to expand your product lines. Do you have any partnerships that are already in the works, or what kind of partners are you looking to partner with as you continue to expand out the products?
Habits is an e-commerce that is made for both independent designers and both real and big brands. But our commercial acquisition is going to a steady pace, and brands have expressed their, they're very happy about Habits. But aside from that, we have been actively developing Habits together with Emilens, which is an AR and blockchain-focused development company. And also on Habits, fashion brands do not have if they do not have the 3D models, we have a partnership too with an Israeli company named Virtuality.Fashion. So together with them, we can produce 3D fashion, specifically fashion 3D models in enormous quantities. And using a 3D model not only enables users to try them on through AR, but enormously streamlines the product listing process.
And with the recent coronavirus crisis, a lot of retail stores and fashion outlets have shut down their brick and mortar locations. I've seen boards across the city, and people aren't even able to go in. Is this a good opportunity for Habits to seize now that people are sort of moving online and they're looking for alternatives to shopping? And have you noticed an increase in awareness because of this?
Absolutely, yes. I personally believe that the coronavirus crisis has triggered the last stage of an unstoppable process of digital transformation. And the fashion industry itself has not seen much progress lately, but it is undeniable that augmented reality and blockchain will bring huge improvements in both short and long term. Being able to try on your favorite fashion items and purchase them will become the normality, as brands will start focusing on online retail experience. Recently, many famous brands have launched the various initiatives using AR, but the main problem with these experiments is that nowadays offering truly innovative user experience requires a technologically advanced infrastructure that most companies cannot afford the risk to develop. So in the current scenario, with customers massively turning to multi-brand channels, it is no longer plausible for every single brand to have their own commerce platform with the specific functionalities in terms of user experience and quality. So the present clearly shows that what online customers want is a single interaction standard and ultimately a single channel guaranteeing a technologically stable and up-to-date service.
Well, that's great. Well, it sounds like you're well on your way to developing the mainnet or the full application rather for Habits. And are you expanding your team? And you also mentioned that you're looking for a little bit more investment as you continue towards the market application. How can investors learn more information about Habits as it continues to grow?
Yes, as we told you earlier, we are actively looking for funds, and we are also planning an ION event for our HBX token as well. So one of the most important things that we really would love to is to find a growth partner for the Asian market, because we would really love to be able to bring Habits there as well. And if everybody willing to know more can chat with us and stay updated through our Telegram channel, Telegram group, or find more extensive information on our website, which is habitsproject.io.
Great, Giorgio. I'll leave the links for your website as well as the Telegram in the description box below for the viewers. That's all the time that we have for the interview this time, but it's been a pleasure speaking with you, and it sounds like this is a great opportunity right now for the growth of Habits. So all the best in your continued growth towards the market application, and I'm looking forward to following up in the near future.
Thank you very much, Ashton. Thank you very much.